introduction, we announced that we would present 4 ways to activate prior knowledge using technologies. I will be presenting how you can activate prior knowledge using the entry ticket activity with an online multi-platform tool called Padlet. So the entry ticket is used to monitor students' learning, to introduce or review instruction or a topic. So it is a good idea to integrate the entry ticket at the beginning of each class as a routine. Here are some concrete examples of what can be asked to students as an entry ticket. So name 3 things that you would like to learn today and why. Write 2 things you already know about this topic. Tell me 3 things that help you learn in my class. Write 3 things that you remember from last class and identify what is left to do in your previous task. Of course, you can rearrange those elements depending on your intention. So today I will model how you can use the entry ticket with Padlet. The first thing that you need to do is open a new web page and type in the address padlet.com. Once you're there, you will need to sign up to create an account and keep all your Padlets created in one space. I already have an account, so I will click on Login to access my account. I'm in my environment, so you see I have my dashboard and I have all the Padlets that I had created for different activities. If I want to create a Padlet, I simply need to click on Make a Padlet here or there. Before you can start using your Padlet, you will need to settle a couple of things. I'll give you a quick tutorial, but if you want to have more information how to use Padlet, we will provide different resources at the end of this clip. So here I will need to provide a title and a description for my Padlet. For this example, I will use social media as an example. So let's say that we worked on social media last class and I want students to name 3 things that they remembered from last class. You pick the layout that you want. I prefer the free form because I can rearrange the different posts and organize the elements and make categories. So I will select free form. I can change the wallpaper. It means that I can change the background of the Padlet. If I click here on more, I have access to different pictures that I can choose from, and I can even add my own. I will simply click a random one for the purpose of this clip. If I go back here, I can even change the icon of my Padlet, something that symbolizes the activity that I'm doing. I will pick, let's say, this one because it's kind of brainstorming that we're doing. I will change the address of the Padlet. You can see that I have letters and numbers at the end of my address. It's more complicated to share those kinds of addresses, so I will change the end of my address. So because I'm working on social media, I will replace the end of the address with social media. And if I click on next, you see here that it changed my address. It will be easier to share with my students. You can change your privacy settings. I selected secret. It means that when I can share the address and people who have the address can access my Padlet and write on it, but it won't be traceable on Google. I can even decide if my students will be able to write or read the elements on the Padlet. Because I want them to collaborate, I will click on Can Write. But at the end of the activity, I can change it to Can Read if I don't want them to add new elements in my Padlet. It's already settled. I click on Save and I can start posting now. So your wall is ready. I can explain to students that when they access the wall, the Padlet, that when they double click, they will be able to write something. So I can ask them to write their names if I want to know who wrote what, or it can be anonymous. And I can show them that I can write elements, and I can even add, if I click on the icons at the bottom of the post, I can add attachments. So I can add web links, web addresses, and files like images, videos, and documents. The activity is now ready. Students will use any device to access your Padlet. They will simply open a new web page and type in this address and double-click anywhere to add their own elements. So let's try it and see what students could come up with. I have two examples here, but of course if I share this Padlet with all of my students on their device, they will be able to add 3 elements that they remember from last class. So it will help me situate students' understanding, what they retained, what was forgotten, or maybe not understood well. So it will help me readjust my planning according to my goal. So it was a clip about how you can activate prior knowledge using the entry ticket activity with the online tool Padlet. See you soon!